Bonjour à toutes et à tous, bienvenue sur la suite de ce stream sur The Invincible partie 2. On part tout de suite. Voilà, je séparais juste l'enregistrement en deux. C'est parti.
Oh shit! It hit the bonnet.
Don't worry. Even if it hits the rover directly, you'll come
Par
out
contre on
with
voit
safe.
rien. Hein.
In a vehicle is kind of a Faraday cage. The energy will flow through the body, discharge into the ground.
Look, I know I asked you to talk to me, but I don't need a lecture in physics right now.
Then what?
Some peace and quiet would actually be better.
Understood. Quiet from now on.
Allez vite, c'est pas clair. Ici quoi? Bep. Je le sens pas du tout. Ça passe. Je fais le tour. Bah non, mais là c'est d'où je viens. Allez, je vais faire une boucle. Quitter la ville. Ah, donc il considérait bien que c'était une ville, hein. Une ville de plusieurs millions d'années, mais une ville quand même. Hein. Puis en plus ça doit bien capter. Après c'est peut-être oui, c'est peut-être des récepteurs de métal pour transmettre l'énergie quelque part, hein. Tout simplement. Vu que ça dépasse du sol de partout. Ça chope les éclairs et puis voilà. Et ce serait pas con. Vu qu'il a l'air d'avoir des tempêtes de fou. Quelque chose là. Non, c'est un caillou. Ok. Hop. Ouais, techniquement c'est un rover, hein. C'est comme un buggy, ça passe quelques parce que voilà. C'est pas une bagnole quoi. Ouais. Hop. Je fais une connerie là. Ça passe.
I'm having trouble finding the right way.
C'est en deck.
You've got to head southwest.
How am I supposed to know where southwest is? I don't have a compass. I'm riding into a cave. The storm has subsided.
Après le sud-ouest. J'ai pas eu le bon choix. C'est possible. Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Est-ce que je vais la planter? Ouais, non, métro. Je me dis, c'est peut-être le... C'est peut-être un petit temps de chargement. Merde. Je suis comme un con, là. Je vais pas attendre 40 000 ans. Ça se trouve, t'as raison, c'est game over. Hein. C'est bizarre comme écran de mort. Non, je pense pas. Ah! Non. 2h58. Oh, ça remonte un petit peu, hein. 23h42. Oh, quand même, hein. Ah! Ça mettait juste une plombe à charger, je crois.
I found a place to hide.
A Faraday cage?
That's not it. I left the structures behind. It's an ordinary rock formation.
Even better. You have to catch your breath eventually. Can I ask for one thing? Could you find the model number of the rover?
What for?
I've got an idea, but it depends on the model.
Emmett 2001. Could that be it?
Let me see. Bingo. Emmets are equipped with a black box. Please find it.
Alors, une boîte noire.
I have the box, but it's all locked up.
Really? They must have changed the equipment because I have no information about a key.
Where did you even get a catalogue of their gear from, sir? Anyway, doesn't matter.
Ouais.
What should I do?
1 second. I need to think. Don't know if this can help. But the Alliance labels black boxes as data loggers. Eureka. Cable access. Look for something resembling a socket, a plug.
I think I have something like that.
Then you can connect to the probe's brain there. And presto.
Won't work. These inputs are not compatible with Commonwealth plugs.
From the outside, our equipment is different, but inside we have the same guts, so to speak. The cable on the back of the box should already fit.
Same guts, hey? Just like with humans.
Alright. Et du coup, en dessous. Sur le câble. Là, voilà.
Okay, it's in.
Just a moment. Well done, Doctor. I'm receiving a signal.
So, what now?
You can finally rest. It'll take me a while to dig through all the records.
Bon, bah, la petite sieste. Là, d'accord.
The rover was connected to a base.
The one from the slides?
Most probably.
Attends. Ah, d'accord.
No one is transmitting from the base.
I'd suggest you lie down. The storm's raging.
It may not be that
J'aurais
simple.
peut-être mieux fait de dormir, hein.
Too tired to sleep.
Je suis trop fatigué pour dormir.
I know that paradox all too well. Can I help you somehow?
If we talk, maybe I'll finally fall asleep.
Naturally. Have anything specific in mind?
Yes, actually. I wasn't able to report it earlier, but I found fossils underground.
Fossils?
Based on my brief observations, they belong to lizard-like creatures.
Really? amazed that something lived on this sterile rock. Please forgive the question, but are you sure?
Well, I didn't imagine them, did I? I don't know.
C'est une bonne question, ouais.
It felt real.
Why don't I try to find some confirmation in the Alliance data? For now, let's talk about something else. Instead of getting ahead of ourselves.
C'est soit ça, soit je te demande si t'es un traître.
Subject, perhaps.
Moi, je préfère le background de mon personnage que le background de son personnage.
I wonder why I even applied for this job. It's probably because when I was 3 years old, my father and I stepped out into the garden to gaze at the stars, and I cried. Stupid, right?
Were you afraid of the dark?
Sort of. It felt like I was falling upwards, being pulled in by the starry sky. The cosmos turned out to be so infinitely vast, and I was so infinitely small. And I didn't understand any of it. Why am I here? Why is everything here? What is it for? I couldn't find an answer. So I cried.
Wait, you became an astronaut because the cosmos terrifies you?
No. Because someday I want to understand. Or at least find as many answers as possible. And finally stop being afraid.
You won't come close to knowing everything. Trust me.
I'm not fooling myself. Someday maybe I'll just know enough.
Ça peut... Pourquoi être devenu astro... Ouais, c'est vrai que ça me fait penser à ça.
I'm reminded of one of the solutions to the Fermi paradox. We can't find evidence of extraterrestrial civilizations.
Exact.
Not because they don't exist, but because our comprehension is limited to the human perspective. We instinctively imagine aliens as little green men.
Maintenant, non.
Repainted Homo sapiens. Meanwhile, they may not possess any of the characteristics we attribute to them. According to the solaristic hypothesis, we will not recognize the creations of an alien civilization, even if they're right in front of us.
Are you suggesting this is what we're dealing with on Regis III?
I don't know. Oh, maybe that's why I won't know.
Feel helplessness speaking through you. I'm not saying this reproachfully. I know the feeling all too well. At times I also feel utterly powerless. Even as a commander, or perhaps especially as a commander. I remember a mission.
Maybe the Alliance knows more, since we know nothing. Either way, the bar's set low.
Doctor, I'm aware that the Commonwealth has its shortcomings.
Ok.
Budget constraints, unclear directives, excessive bureaucracy. However, I've faced the forces of the Alliance many times in my long and bumpy career. And objectively, I can't say that they are any better. Once they abandoned one of their military vehicles because it simply got stuck in the mud. Another time, one of our guys was on a tractor and...
En gros, c'est deux forces qui s'affrontent pour l'exploration de l'univers, on va dire. Mais... Merde, j'ai pas pu faire la sieste.
Wait. Astrogator, can you explain to me what I'm hearing right now?
This is a recording from the rover. The Alliance has apparently broken the encryption of our radio channel.
Oh, bollocks. So what do we do?
We need to change the frequency and encryption key.
What's the point? As soon as you give me a new channel, they will overhear us and change it as well.
Just look at the probe's brain.
Bally? What's with...
All you have to do is watch it closely. I'm switching now. Waiting for you to join.
Oh, I see. The new frequency is...
Ah ouais, non mais j'en sais rien. Ah, 3. Ok.
Okay, the channel is active. Now the encryption key. The first 3 digits of the cipher are... The next is...
Jusque là ça va.
Yasna,
I'm here.
well done. That should buy us some time.
So, how should we continue?
Don't you need more time to rest?
I do. But there's no way I'm going to sleep now. Besides, nothing's stopping me anymore.
Ouais.
The storm has subsided.
Alright. Let's not risk evacuating directly from the city. Should be safer outside its perimeter. I took the liberty of looking through the photos of the nearby area. Everything north and east of your location looks relatively safe. All you have to do is move away from this cluster of metal.
So, should I go back to the ship?
That's an odd question. Of course you should come back. Now even more than ever. Very concerned for your safety, Doctor.
No need to be. I'm fine.
Quitter la ville. Let's go. Attends, je suis sur off là. On va pouvoir revoir des paysages.
Astrogator, I think I've gone far enough. There is a vast open area in front of me. Astrogator, the city is no longer visible. We need to decide what to do next. Dragonfly, over.
Point de
Are
vue.
you there?
Yes, please excuse me. I was in the infirmary. Is the coast clear?
Yep, all clear.
Good. Give me a moment. I'm looking at the satellite images.
Have you checked on Koval, by any chance?
Yes, among other things.
And? How is he?
He's stable.
But?
There are no buts, Doctor. You'll see him soon.
Ah bah il a envie.
All right, I've got it. Sector AZ25.
J'ai confondu, je me suis gouré de prénom.
Let's say AZ2504. Please check if it's fit to land.
Celui-là était moyen, il y avait plus stylé, mais c'est pas grave. Oui. J'ai fait bugger. Et merde. Je crois que j'aurais pas dû descendre là. Et c'est le drame. En même temps, c'est un petit studio indé, donc faut pas leur en vouloir s'il y a des petits trucs comme ça, quoi, mais... Rire. Je suis arrêté. Je crois que c'était... Ils avaient pas prévu que... 3h18 minutes. Ouais, on va dire que c'est bon. Voilà.
Astrogator, I think I've gone far enough. There is a vast open area. The city is no longer visible. We need to decide what to do next. Dragonfly, over. Are you there?
Yes, please excuse me. I was in the infirmary. Is the coast clear?
Yep, all clear.
Good. Give me a moment. I'm looking at the satellite images.
Bon, au moins comme ça,
You examined Merritt's body yet?
je pourrais mettre la réponse que je voulais.
Wiring the brain to a grave tapper.
Mais non, je lui avais dit que non.
Yes, that's what I meant. Have you watched the memory recording?
Yes, but they didn't say anything because the picture is ambiguous. To put it mildly, a lot of black dots. The graininess of the image is extremely bad.
Je lui avais dit de garder son cerveau intact, il m'a pas
Alright,
écouté.
I've got it. Sector AZ25. Let's say AZ2504. Please check if it's fit to land.
Ah. Il y avait l'objectif qui était marqué en gros devant l'écran, je l'ai pas lu, c'est ça? C'est ma spécialité ça. Ok, oui, non, bah oui. Oui, c'est ça, c'est ça. En plus, c'est tout à fait ça. C'est terrible.
Like I said, it looks good. Clear opening, flat terrain.
Excellent. Please go there while I prepare the lander. I'll just pack Artie inside.
So that's it. You're taking me to the Dragonfly. We're flying away from here for good.
We have no other choice, Doctor. At this stage of the mission, we can only minimize losses. You understand that, don't you?
Ah oui.
Yes, sir?
Are you sure that's all we can do? Couldn't we?
Don't you even think about it.
About what? You didn't let me finish, sir.
But I know what might be on your mind. Going back for Gorski's body, contacting the Alliance, or continuing research on your own. These are not possibilities. They're certain death.
Mais c'est des très bonnes idées.
We have just one lander left. As a commander, I must first ensure your safe return. Only then I'll send Artie with other tasks.
Après, c'est moi qui suis là, hein. C'est pas lui qui décide, techniquement. Chais. Oh, terrible. Bah non, mais si je me tire maintenant, le jeu va être terminé. Putain, y a un truc à droite d'ailleurs. Ok, j'ai rien dit. Fausse route. Et c'est pas très optique comme véhicule pour... hein, j'ai l'impression d'être dans une boîte de sardines et que je vois rien sur les côtés.
We won't need the lander, Astrogator.
What do you mean?
You know very well what I mean, sir. I'm not coming back.
Ah bon?
Yes, sir.
Ah mais j'ai pas dit que je voulais me suicider non plus, hein.
You're heading straight to the enemy base.
This is the only way I can find out what's going on here.
Let's go.
What happened to our people? I have several hours of travel ahead of me.
You can still turn back.
No.
Non.
And if you tried to convince me otherwise, I'll just turn the radio off.
Fine. I'll stop insisting. Please just understand the position you put me in. As a
Bah,
commander, now I have to decide whether to risk detection by the Alliance. Because by putting yourself in their hands, you're risking not only your own life, but also the rest of the crew's.
Mais techniquement, le reste du crew, déjà les deux encore en vie, ils sont là-haut, donc vous avez juste à vous tirer. Oh là là, oh c'est terrible. Oh ce genre de choix. Restez encore un peu s'il vous plaît, vous pouvez partir. Sinon, je récupère un de leurs vaisseaux et tout, hein.
I'll understand if you find it necessary to leave. I would do it if I were you.
Well, then you're lucky I'm me. Please don't turn off your radio. I'm not going anywhere.
Si les choix-là influent vraiment sur la fin, je dis bravo. Parce que depuis le début du jeu, j'ai dû faire une dizaine de choix un peu cornéliens comme ça. Ah non.
You're approaching their coordinates. Yes, no.
Yes?
I understand that no matter what I say, it won't change your mind. But please be careful. First, observe them from a distance, and only then take action.
I will be cautious. Like always. Just because I'm acting against your orders doesn't mean I intend to be foolish, sir.
It's comforting in its own way that even in an act of insubordination, you want to remain professional. I'll let you know when you cross their perimeter. Once you've crossed, hide the rover. Behind a bend, or under a ledge. Telemetry observation will be vital. Once we know the camp's weaponry situation, we'll decide what to do next.
Copy that.
Des petits phares aussi, ça aurait pas été trop. Des fenêtres sur les côtés là pour les angles morts. Et des petits phares, ça aurait été parfait. Après ça aurait peut-être pas tenu le coup pour la pression sur notre tête quoi, mais quand même. On va essayer de pas se faire choper dès le début. Je dis ça, je sens que je vais arriver dans leur...
Hey, what was that?
I've set up a warning signal. Now you're near enough that they can see the rover.
Ah. Ah mais du coup, je peux descendre. Ah. Ah qui est tout petit. Du coup, c'est une boîte de tic-tac le truc. Ce qu'il vient de me dire, ça veut dire que je peux être détecté. Ah non, voilà.
Okay, the rover's hidden.
You've yet to find a convenient hideout for yourself, from where you can see their base.
On va dire que c'est une planque. Où ça? Là, il y avait un truc là.
Some object is flying over their base.
Can you tell me more?
It's 15, 20 meters high. It has an upright silhouette. And it looks like a... Oh, shit. I think I'm too far away. I headed into the... It's a field base. Multi-module. For about several dozen people. Rather well equipped. There's lots of transporters here.
I'm not surprised. Missions with a large crew, transport modules were an integral part of the field camp.
Remind me, how many crew members were they supposed to send on the Invincible?
Over 100.
Great.
Ah, où je suis un peu à découvert là. Ah, le focus. Ah, c'est con, hein. Pouvoir voyager dans l'espace mais pas avoir d'autofocus.
They have a second antimat. As if the first one wasn't enough.
Is it active?
Probably not, but Proton alone knows.
What about people? Can you see anyone?
Not yet. Maybe they're hiding in modules. I see someone.
Just one?
For now, yes.
C'est un robot ça.
Is that all?
I think so.
Then please keep going. You can assume that their equipment has already detected your
C'est
presence.
quoi de ce truc?
Or it will soon enough. There's no point in further postponing the inevitable.
Still, I'm glad that I stopped.
Peut-être c'est un truc chelou là-haut.
I feel better knowing that there's no heavily armed military waiting for me there.
Me too, Doctor. Me too.
Je pense que c'était par là le point d'observation. Elle est où? Merde. Je suis dans la sauce.
Too bad I don't have a white flag.
Non mais non! Merde. Ah ça m'emmerde par contre. Bon. Et oui, j'aurais dû rester planqué, mais j'avais pas compris que le petit rebord... J'ai complètement oublié qu'eux aussi pouvaient avoir des sondes volantes. Pourquoi c'est bugué ça? Y'a quand même... regardez un truc là.
This mission drags on so much. Sometimes I think you're gonna take off without me, sir.
Don't count on it, Doctor. I'm not going anywhere. We'll most likely lose contact soon. So let me be clear. Your situation is highly precarious. You cannot trust the Alliance or expect them to be willing to help. If things don't go our way, I'll do everything in my power to negotiate your safe return to the Commonwealth. Worst case scenario, we'll opt for a prisoner exchange. Until then, please cooperate with them. And during the interrogation, don't resist. Astrobiologists generally do not possess information that's sensitive to the Commonwealth. At worst, you'll give away the details of our last mission. Of course, it'd be better if that didn't happen. But I know their methods of interrogation, and in all fairness, they're very effective.
Bon, de toute façon...
Astrogator, I believe in the face of a common threat, we'll find a common language, and we can simply cooperate, pushing political animosities aside.
I hope you're right, Doctor. But even if we disregard decades of mutual enmity, we must keep in mind human nature. Homo homini lupus. Just because you want to talk to them doesn't mean they'll listen. I'd rather expect they'll be asking the questions and you'll be answering them.
Je fais dinguerie. J'ai l'impression d'avoir un espèce de 4x4, mais pas du tout. C'est qu'un petit rover de rien du tout. C'est comme le rover de Mass Effect. C'est pareil. Je voulais aller voir c'était quoi la bulle là-bas. Merci d'avoir sérieux, mais c'est bon, on va pas mourir. Enfin.
If that's all, sir, shouldn't we cut the line?
No. Better to continue our communication for as long as possible. Prove that you voluntarily surrendered yourself. Their jammers will interrupt us sooner or later anyway.
Alright. Ah, c'est par là la bulle, ok. Je profite un peu du véhicule parce que je sens que je vais pas retrouver un tout de suite. Let's go. Ouais non, là c'est rien. Il faudrait que je récupère mon IA là, enfin mon IA. Alors c'est quoi ce truc?
Access to the base is protected by a force field.
If these are Dirac emitters, and I'm sure they are, nothing will get through. Is there an opening from the other side?
I'll see.
C'est pour ça qu'il y avait un autre chemin. Maintenant, marche arrière. Mais déjà les rétros ils marchent pas. C'est terrible. Ah il marche. Alors c'est l'effet de gel, c'est fait exprès parce qu'il fait 7 degrés. Non mais non, même 7 degrés. Non c'est la poussière. C'est pas un effet de gel. C'est con, les essuie-glaces. C'est pratique.
How odd.
What?
There's no one here.
Chais, j'étais sûr.
Nobody.
Impossible. Even if there aren't many of them in the camp, someone would have noticed you.
I'm not blind, sir. There's really no one here.
Don't get out yet. Could be some kind of trick.
Ah, ça se trouve aussi, ils se sont
Not a
fait.
living soul.
Better for your safety if they make the first move. If you really don't see anyone. Alright then. Enter the base. Just slowly. With your hands up.
Je fais un petit tour avant. On va passer par là. Nion. Let's go. On descend. putain, il m'a fait peur.
What have I got to lose anyway?
Your life, Doctor.
C'est pas faux.
The silhouette I saw.
Yes?
It's just a robot.
Ils ont pas le même design de robot que nous. Ça me fume. Ça, c'est vraiment le design des robots des années... je sais plus, des années 60-70, ouais. Il y avait un truc là-dessus. J'ai vu des films des années là, ça avait ce genre de forme. Du coup, il y a quoi là-dedans?
I'm going in.
Ah eux, ils ont des portes automatiques, hein. Je peux pas juste aller voir le... Là... Si je peux le pirater pour qu'il soit à moi... Pas du tout. Non? Non. Non plus. Je peux accéder qu'au module principal, quoi.
Clear. For now. I can't hear anyone either. Moving on. Still quiet. It's eerie.
J'avoue que... C'est bizarre.
Empty. Everywhere, just empty.
It's baffling. Who abandons an entire base?
I'm at the central module. In the headquarters.
You walked in, just like that.
Yeah? The doors were open.
Unbelievable. Just unbelievable.
I'm at the control station.
J'ai bien fait de pas repartir tout de suite.
Several units can be controlled from here. I wonder which... Oh, damn. One's unavailable.
Probably out of reach. Or they took it.
Rotation, grimper, descendre, mouvement. Ah, il y a le numéro au-dessus. Ok. Eh, d'accord.
I got the feed. But I can't get it to move. It's got a weak signal. Must be too far away. A view from above. It's a
Ah,
flying probe.
c'est celui qui m'a vu tout à l'heure.
I'm betting it's the one that detected my presence.
Can you extract data from it?
Sure, never too much data. Especially in the current situation. I just need to find a place to land it.
Hop. Professionnel.
I landed the probe. Gonna check it in a spare moment.
On va vérifier les autres quand même au cas où, mais... Alright. Oui. Je peux pas récupérer du matos? Ah si.
I have a record of their mission. Each step, location, units. including dates.
I'm all ears.
Day 0, landing place. Their main ship's in sector AQ-28.
The Invincible? What? They didn't move it?
Seems so.
I'll try to track it down. Please tell me what else is in there.
Well, like us, they became interested in the ocean. They got there on the 7th day.
Quite late.
Guess they weren't in a hurry.
Ils devaient prendre leur temps.
Before setting up this base, they were stationed not far from here, but seemed very determined to reach this area. They dug a vast system of tunnels.
When did they finally get here?
On the 15th day of the mission. They conducted research and during excavations found, you won't guess, metal structures.
Comme si on l'a trouvé.
So we had no chance to outrun them.
Yeah. And they were already at an advanced stage of works when we were still in orbit. In the end, they sent a convoy to a neighboring sector.
So that was their last move.
Well, there's no information about their return. Maybe I'll find them there.
Highly probable. Do you know what the current day of their mission is?
They left on the 25th day. That's all I know. Well, I can't back out now. I have to follow them.
Well, it's your decision. Although I admit I'm also starting to wonder what you'll find.
People, Astrogator. They must be somewhere.
I'm sending a satellite. Soon I'll have an image of the area where the ship landed. We'll see if the Invincible's still there.
I'll continue to search their base. On the 24th day, they sent a convoy north to the sector. Oh, to the sector where I found Gorski.
You suspect they went after him, having detected his signal?
Let's not get paranoid, Astrogator. I think they had something else in mind.
Ça sert vraiment à rien? Non. Ok. Bon bah, comment je m'en vais? Comment je sors? Là.
They've got a device for intercepting alarm signals. There isn't much of it. Single record. The guy survived. Someone saved him. Interesting.
Ah, position.
Coordinates changed
Temps.
upwards, which indicates he was evacuated by air. The alarm signal broke off high above the ground. 1, 8, 5, 6, 1.
754. Yes, it's Gorski.
You said he died during the night.
Correct. I did. I couldn't let you go back to those ruins.
Did you send the lander? When?
While you were still on your way to the base, Artie carried him on board, secured him. Gorski's in the infirmary now. The prognosis is cautious, but his condition has stabilized.
How could you, sir?
How could
I
you?
believe Gorski was dead. I blame myself for his death. And now you dare say you did it for my own good.
If I hadn't lied, you'd be willing to risk everything to save him. His chances were insanely small. I had to get you out first.
If Gorski had died because you waited too long.
But he didn't. Thanks to you, Yasna.
Alors, enfin, je devais en sauver 4, j'en ai perdu 2. Hein. Bon, le résultat, il est pas très glorieux non plus. Alors, par où? Je vais être paumé, moi. Je vois à peu près où on est. Là, ça ressort, ok. Hein? Non, oui, je suis rentré par là-bas. On va voir s'il n'y a pas un truc, là. Et ils ont pas le même budget, hein. Ça, c'est clair. Nous, on avait des tentes. eux, ils ont une base... Ouais. Ah, je peux monter.
One more thing. I realize we still need to work together. So, I'll submit my reports as usual.
Oh,
That just means
t'inquiète.
everything's fine.
Merci beaucoup.
Understood, Doctor.
C'est gentil.
I appreciate your professionalism.
Passe une bonne soirée et une bonne nuit. C'est gentil. Ciao, ciao. Qu'est-ce que j'ai fait là? J'ai activé le champ de force. Hop les.
Force field's down. I opened the passage. We can follow the convoy route now.
When you're ready, Doctor.
Comme quoi, ça, je l'aurais pas trouvé. Non, si j'étais obligé de le trouver. En réalité.
One more minute, and our satellite will be over the ship.
Attends, je sens que j'ai oublié un truc. Tant pis, je peux pas remonter.
Oh, lucky. Clouds are low.
Donc. Par là.
I'm entering the next module.
Fortunately, the ship's not here. Neither there or...
Ah, bah voilà.
Not here either. Ah, bingo.
Yes?
Found it. They're still on the planet. Didn't fly away.
Good to know. Thank you. I guess it's a biolab.
Voilà. Là.
The scientists excavated some animal remains and reconstructed their hypothetical appearance.
Oh, ça a avancé ça.
I found similar remains underground, right after finding Gulski. I wasn't sure if it was my imagination or not. Now there's no doubt. So long ago, reptilian organisms roamed the surface of Regis III. They had the opportunity to study organisms preserved in the ocean. Wow. They found the same species of fish.
Did they confirm the similarity to those on Earth?
Yes, lots of similarities.
Après, peut-être que toute forme aquatique se développe à peu près pareil. De manière efficace pour être... pour pouvoir se déplacer sous l'eau, quoi.
It started rotting.
Ça ressemble un petit peu à un alien, quand même.
The fish.
In a bacteria-free environment? How so?
All living organisms serve as breeding grounds for bacteria. And there were both fish and humans in here. No longer alive. Apart from one, I've never seen anything like this. They discovered a new organ. Even managed to run some tests already. According to their conclusions,
Yes?
it detects electromagnetic waves. That's why those fish were swimming away from our probe.
In other words, they've come across probes or something similar before, something that threatened them.
Good guesser. In order to develop such an organ, they must have had a strong external
Exact.
stimulus. They detect the waves to survive.
Peut-être...
I could spend all day here if...
Tu m'étonnes, moi aussi.
Well, if I could.
I'm not surprised, Doctor.
Et peut-être justement en rapport avec les structures métalliques et tout le tralala là. C'est même sûr et certain. Attends, il y a l'autre morceau de la base à explorer.
Still, nothing.
Un bouton rouge. Je peux pas m'empêcher d'appuyer sur les boutons rouges.
It looks like a geology lab. One of these diagrams shows a geological cross-section. As suspected, it's all metal below the surface, of relatively thin layers of rock. But compared to the rest of the continent, the deposits in this region are significantly younger.
Ça c'est bon. ok. J'aimais bien les études de géologie. Ça me manque un peu.
The range of their ground measurements covers a much
Très
wider
intéressant.
area. To my eye, it seems they use advanced sonar. What they dug up here stretches for tens of kilometers.
What do you mean? What's in the ground, Doctor?
Metal deposits. Those structures. We still don't know where they came from. In such a peculiar form. Unbelievable. Not only do we know nothing about their origin, but the arrangement of these deposits is sort of puzzling. A ring system with a distinct center. The center of it is under the city.
Hmm.
The one I escaped from.
So their presence there had nothing to do with us.
Looks like it.
Did they determine the entity's function? Origin? Anything?
Well, it's hard to say. There's nothing here about it. This base stands on the outer ring.
Hmm.
They conducted a soil survey 500 meters deep.
Well, that's a big piece of history, so to speak.
Un
What did
milliard
they
d'années.
find?
Vache. 1 milliard d'années. Hop, là c'est en millions d'années. 400 000 ans. Basalte. Ah. Mécanique life. Quoi? Oui, bon, ça c'est l'échelle du temps, ça c'est l'échelle de la densité. Ah oui, d'accord. Organic life. Et mécanique life? What the fuck? En fait, c'est peut-être un peu comme nous, style organique ici, ça, et après les robots.
Millions of years ago, life was abundant on the planet.
That would match our assumptions.
Yeah. Subdelta 92 class planets have very favorable conditions for the development of a biosphere.
Ah, il est trop bien sûr.
So what happened? Did they draw any conclusions?
Ah, explosion de supernova qui a tout.
According to them, the extinction of life was caused by a supernova explosion.
The ground activity does not indicate.
It happened long ago. Longer than we anticipated. They've dated this event to 10 million years ago.
Only this one. The supposed end of Lyran's civilization.
Well, that's never been proven. There was practically no trace of them.
All right. What happened after?
Ouais. La vie, de toute façon la vie repart toujours. S'il y en a déjà eu avant, ça repart toujours.
Life was slowly recovering, but never returned to the pre-supernova peak.
Not enough time?
No. At first it developed quickly, but then slowed down and declined.
À cause de la mécanique life.
Another disaster?
Ça, là, je sais pas ce que c'est ça. Ça m'intrigue.
Astrogator, the change in the biosphere development curve coincides with the occurrence of ferruginous clays.
This whole metal contraption. Do I understand correctly?
Yes. I don't know what that has to do with it, though. Metals are really not that dangerous. The radioactive deposits marked here are not a definitive obstacle for life either. The biosphere has the ability to perfectly adapt, develop defense mechanisms, and fight back effectively.
Well, unless the planet is hit by a supernova wave.
Yes. Such sudden events leave no time for adaptation. Even if we assume that these metals were lethal to organic life, that extinction shouldn't last forever. And yet, life never again
Ah,
developed
elle s'est
beyond
pas
the
adaptée.
waters.
Non, ça
Does
s'adapte
this
toujours.
mean another dominator has appeared on the land? Or one that leaves no trace behind?
Therein lies the rub. The Alliance have conducted a great deal of research. That they haven't found a logical explanation for this phenomenon is, to put it mildly, disturbing. Clearly, we're dealing with something beyond our comprehension. And I mean human comprehension in general.
Ou alors peut-être, faut aller regarder Stargate ça. Ou alors peut-être une forme de métal adaptatif ou un truc comme ça. Mi-organique, mi-métallique. Justement. Ok, ok. On a tout vu là. Là aussi. Juste aller revoir le labo de... en vitesse. Il y a peut-être un truc. Là c'est bon, tout vu. Ouais, tout vu aussi. Ça soulève d'autres types de questions, mais on a déjà une compréhension un peu plus globale du jeu. J'aime bien. Donc, j'ai tout exploré, je crois. Je suis là. Tac, faut que je refasse le tour.
My legs feel really heavy.
Give yourself a moment to rest, Doctor. You certainly deserve it.
First images from this area. If it's been flying long enough, it may store important information.
Alors. C'est moi. Ah ben là. Attends. Ok. Ah, elle m'a repéré depuis longtemps.
Unfortunately, apart from my arrival, the probe didn't record much.
So it's been flying only recently?
I think so.
Petit selfie. On va fouiller encore un petit peu, hein. Je pense pas qu'il y ait grand chose. Je peux pas faire une petite sieste quelque part. Il a dit qu'il avait les jambes lourdes. Ils ont même modélisé l'intérieur et tout. Ah. Bien foutu ce jeu quand même. Hein. Par contre lui il m'inquiète. Non, moi j'ai l'impression d'avoir fait le tour. Hein. Juste voir un point de vue un peu élevé.
One step at a time, Yasna. One step at a time.
Peut-être une petite sieste, si elle est fatiguée. Ce serait une bonne idée. Dans la base ennemie, c'est parfait. Meilleur endroit pour. On va voir si j'ai tout exploré. Ouais. Module là, module là-bas. Celui-là, 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 celui-là. Ok. Là, petite sieste.
Time seems to be slipping through my fingers like sand.
Alors, la mort du soleil, la rectification de l'article. Réacteur, machin chose, responsable de l'article scandaleux salissant mon nom et minimisant l'impact de mes résultats scientifiques. Je vous serais gré de rectifier l'article La mort du soleil. La menace d'un scientifique, page 9 et 10, numéro 5 de la revue périodique. Jeune astrophysicien. Publié cette année. On peut non seulement. Ouais, avec la nature scientifique, mais également la citation inappropriée de mes hypothèses formulées lors du dernier congrès. On a ces grosses constate que le temps nécessaire à l'hydrogène pour s'épuiser lors de la combustion d'une étoile dépend de la masse de celle-ci. Ah oui. Ce phénomène s'applique à toutes les étoiles. Rien ne semble indiquer que la nôtre échappe à cette règle, quelle que soit notre volonté de mystifier les lois de la physique. Quelle est donc mon hypothèse? Dans le futur, tout le stock d'hydrogène contenu dans le noyau du Soleil viendra à s'épuiser. Une sphère de fusion d'hydrogène s'étendra jusqu'à ce que la température descende en dessous des millions de degrés. Le noyau lui-même va diminuer. Les cendres de la combustion d'hydrogène serviront de carburant. Ah ouais? Permettant ainsi une deuxième réaction de fusion de débuter. Ah bon? Cela prolongeront... Ouais, ça marche aussi pour le nôtre. Durée de la vie du Soleil, quelques millions d'années. Après non, le nôtre, il grandira tellement qu'il va englober la Terre. Ou alors il s'arrête juste à la limite, mais je sais plus. Cependant, il est certain que le Soleil va passer à l'état de naine jaune. De naine jaune à celui de géante rouge. L'attraction gravitationnelle avec Vénus et la Terre va diminuer. Les corps célestes susmentionnés vont alors s'éloigner d'étoiles et seront en quelque sorte sauvés. Ah oui, ok. Cependant, le puissant soleil rouge sera quand même capable d'absorber Mercure avant de mourir. Je maintiens selon mes recherches mon affirmation indiquant que le soleil en tant qu'étoile de séquence principale a une existence de 10 milliards d'années. Ayant commencé il y a 5 milliards d'années, il verra donc encore plus de 5 milliards d'années. Cependant, il ne s'agit pas, comme on peut le lire, selon le réacteur machin chose, d'une menace basée sur des hypothèses sans fondement, de bobards et de chimères de la part d'un docteur en sciences astro-paranormales, en quête de renommée perturbant la santé mentale de l'espèce humaine. L'évanescence est un processus qui touche à toute chose et toute présence dans l'univers. Elle touche également les rédacteurs de revues scientifiques qui se complaisent sans la popularité et l'illusion de succès par quelques écrits médiocres. Quand en docteur pour ça. Si vous ne réimprimez pas la correction accompagnée d'une lettre d'excuse, je me verrai contraint, enfin... La science c'est la personne d'agir en justice.
So much sand.
You sound tired, Jasna.
Because I am tired, Astrogator.
Mais il y a des lits! Une petite sieste! Non? Mais attends, j'étais venu par où? Un tout noir, le résumé des recherches trimestrielles. Les recherches empiriques et les simulations effectuées lors du dernier trimestre ont permis à notre équipe de tirer les conclusions suivantes. Toute matière peut devenir un trou noir. Un trou noir peut absorber de la lumière grâce à la gravité. Là, il commence à y avoir des percées à ce niveau en ce moment. Il y a des percées tous les ans. Nous en arrivons à la thèse que l'existence d'un trou noir est une conséquence de la théorie générale de la relativité. Un trou noir pourrait bien absorber une étoile, telle de la taille du Soleil. La combustion d'une étoile, en d'autres termes, cette dématérialisation s'accompagne d'un flash de matière provenant de l'intérieur du trou noir. Après, si ça a été publié dans les années 70, le bouquin, 80, c'est peut-être plus d'actu certains trucs. Hein. Je me gourre certainement, j'ai pas regardé. Regarde. Mais non, mais le problème c'est qu'il y a un milliard de trucs. Ah non, non, ouais, 1960 et quelqu'un. C'est pour ça. Je me demande si... Je pense qu'ils ont mis à jour les... Rien qu'à la couverture du bouquin, tu peux dater... Ah ouais. Les grands frères rusés, de temps à l'émerger. Ok. C'est là qu'il y a eu des... C'était l'âge d'or de la SF, entre autres. Merde, le son à papier. Non, c'est encore l'âge d'or le SF, mais il y avait plus de... Comment dire? Au niveau de l'imagination sur la vie extraterrestre, il y avait des idées de fou. Je crois que j'ai fait le tour. Ouais, carrément. Ok, ok. Bon bah...
Whilst traversing this planet, I'm becoming more and more convinced that what I know is not the same as what exists. What can exist.
I must admit it's an interesting thought. And quite disturbing.
Ça. Du coup, c'est vers où? Ah, c'est bien foutu comme... Attends. Attends, j'étais venu par où?
I have a feeling we're in the dark. We have to find a way.
Agreed. You should move on.
That's not quite what I meant. But yeah, I probably should.
C'est là qu'il y avait la bulle. Oh, ce jeu est sympathique quand même. Hein. Je dois avouer que j'aime beaucoup.
I'm leaving the base. Going after the convoy.
Oh, pourquoi des fois c'est flou?
Down you go, bright sun. Time to let the night in. For my legs are heavy. The field is not inviting. Legs become too heavy. Hands become too weary. Down you go, oh bright sun. Night is not that scary. Hide behind the dark woods. Oh, we're running barefoot.
C'est peut-être un effet qui est fait exprès pour simuler la fatigue, je pense, certainement. Le petit effet de flou là. Ils ont des machineries de fou.
Well, I've got to the place where they were digging. It's hard to miss. They set up a huge machine at the center. It must weigh hundreds of, no, thousands of tons. The ship that brought all of this must be...
Gigantic, yes. The Invincible surpasses any of our units, even the largest orbital stations. In my opinion, it's a bit excessive.
Isn't
Ouais,
that jealousy
pareil.
speaking, sir?
Not at all. But what?
Il y a une base là. Ça passe. Alors.
There's also a couple of smaller cranes here.
Ah, c'était
In
ça la petite boule?
comparison to the Colossus, they look like it's pups.
Yes, I got it. They have big machines. Bigger than ours.
Shit.
Two modules were placed nearby. The first one looks residential.
Non, sérieux? Terrible. Ah, faut que je le batte. Oh putain, ça date ce jeu. Qu'est-ce que ça date? Ouais, moi j'y suis encore. Je suis encore là dans un certain temps. Juste essayer de lui en mettre un. Ouais, il est vachement rapide, donc ça va être technique.
When you admire a beautiful view, an hour seems like
Je
a
peux pas
minute.
quitter, je peux pas quitter. Ah,
But
ça
a minute on a
accélère.
hot stove will seem longer than an hour.
Does Regis III feel like a hot stove?
Sometimes.
C'est mort. Vaincu par la machine. Tempi.
How far to that convoy?
Oh, not far. Even if I make a few stops, it won't take long. The second one is a mobile laboratory.
On y retourne. Alors, qu'est-ce qui se passe?
They excavated a lot of different objects, in terms of shape and size. I tried to arrange them somehow, to classify them.
Were they successful?
It looks promising. If they had spent a little more time, they would surely have come up with something.
And yet they gave up all efforts.
Ils ont tout abandonné, c'est qu'ils sont tombés soit sur quelque chose de plus intéressant, soit sur quelque chose de dangereux. Et là, il y a quoi? Il faut que je prenne leur truc qui a l'air plus évolué. Hein. On peut le piquer? Bon bah ciao.
I heard that the difference between past, present, and future is nothing but a persistent illusion.
That's a quote, right?
Yeah. I'm not sure why it came to mind.
Attendez. Là. Moi, je veux bien suivre le convoi, mais faut pas me mettre des chemins comme ça. Je vais me taper un bon que... On peut. C'est parti. On part explorer la planète. Je me tire. J'ai encore bloqué mon véhicule. Je me demande à quoi il fonctionne le rover.
Yes, now, focus. What now?
Je sais pas, hein. J'ai trouvé un chemin, j'y vais moi. C'est quoi ça? Aucune idée d'où on va. Je crois que je suis en dehors de la map là. Et au moins. Oui, je suis en dehors. Là, si on peut grimper par là. Non, on peut pas. MP. Ah, c'est terrible. Mettre des chemins comme ça qui mènent à rien, ça me.
Oh, there's no time.
Demi-tour. Il tourne pas beaucoup le véhicule, hein. Let's go. On peut faire des sauts. Oh, faut que je teste un truc. Putain, c'est par là que je dois aller? Ok. J'ai une idée. Ceci est un test. Ah mais avant on peut aller par là. Ceci est un test peu concluant. Deuxième test.
I'm still here, if you're wondering, sir.
On peut pas, y a un mur.
It all just takes longer than expected.
I know the situation. No need to explain yourself, Doctor. We're in this together.
Bon bah on va suivre le convoi.
Interesting. They found a sizable object deep underground. Stands out from the rest. It's not a part of the structures, but rather an independent, autonomous machine.
Also metal.
Yes.
So, a robot? Or something else that finally looks familiar?
Well, it looks a lot more like a robot than the other structures. The excavator has a massive work area. They had photos of the site in the database, taken before they started digging. It's unrecognizable. Inside, there's a structure. Yes, a metal one. Similar to the ones on the surface. But these are completely hidden underground. According to the schemes from the geological unit, metal can be found in every part of this area.
Je pense qu'on peut pas faire grand chose avec les grues. Donc ça c'est que des box. Moi j'aurais tout exploré à fond dans ce jeu. Après j'avoue qu'il m'intrigue beaucoup. Hein. C'est tellement rare les jeux d'exploration spatiale comme ça. Il n'y en a pas beaucoup. Des réussis en tout cas. Donc, je peux rentrer dans la... Non, pourquoi il met en jaune ça? Danger.
Status?
Nothing's changed, Astrogator.
Understood.
Ah, j'avoue que c'est de la belle machine. Hein. Il y a une porte d'entrée. Elle est où? C'est vrai que la taille du vaisseau pour amener ça, il doit être gigantissime. Ah, c'est con. Plus rien à explorer dans cette zone. Let's go. N'empêche, en 1h30, on a appris énormément de choses là.
Status? What's new?
Well, nothing really. At least not in the last 5
Sur
seconds.
l'histoire de cette planète.
Right. Thank you.
Astrogator, I've already covered most of the convoy route. I'm entering a more enclosed area. A ravine, to be precise.
I see. Can I count on a tactical report?
A simple analysis of the situation won't hurt anyone.
That's for sure.
On va aller voir ce que ça donne là-haut.
The road ahead leads straight to where the convoy was heading.
Well then, what are you waiting for? Any doubts?
No, I don't. I still think we have to go there. But they're not in the base. They must be somewhere, damn it.
So, what's on your mind?
I can just drive in there, straight to the convoy. Or try and take a side path to remain unnoticed until the very last moment.
Ouais.
Bold assumption. Could be an unnecessary detour. I leave that to your judgment, though. It's your call, Jasper.
Ouais, ça c'est... Oui, non mais ça c'est un chemin. Ça se trouve, je vais tomber sur tout le monde, ils vont tous être morts alors que là, ils sont encore en vie.
Alright, I'll try to get there via the side path.
C'est clair que le chemin secondaire a l'air d'être un peu casse-gueule. Par où? Faut anticiper pour tourner là. Hein. Beaucoup.
I'm nearing the destination. From now on, I'll be on foot.
Good. It's better to approach with caution.
Actually, I don't have a choice. The road is blocked. Seems like a sidewall collapse.
How typical of the Alliance. To destroy everything that's in the way.
Mais non, mais j'ai pas pris le chemin secondaire.
The radiation level is rising rapidly.
Yasna, be careful of radiation, of other people. Just watch yourself.
Considering the radioactive environment, I assume the probability of finding people here is close to 0.
It might well indicate something quite the opposite. Human technology equals radiation after
Hmm.
all.
Oh. Mon amour, je t'assurais que notre expédition se déroule très bien. Sans préoccupation de découverte spectaculaire, nous pourrions possiblement en arrêt temporaire pour une routine de maintenance. Cependant, ça ne devrait pas avoir trop d'importance concernant la date de mon tour. Par conséquent, mon amour, sois tranquille. Comptez sur moi pour être bientôt pleinement présent dans nos 10 communes. Quoi. Il faut que tu comprennes à quel point cette découverte d'un isotope a été spectaculaire pour nous. Très important pour ma carrière universitaire et ma renommée, qui je l'espère sera partagée avec toi. Il s'agit de la première particule dans l'histoire de la conquête spatiale humaine, dotée d'un isotope instable et radioactif, découvert au-delà du système solaire. Et c'est moi qui l'ai découvert. Rends-toi compte, tu imagines? À l'intérieur de 26 AIF, l'enfant des corps célestes, un composé créé au terme de la collision entre deux objets, sont cachés tous les mystères de l'impact des étoiles. Je vais bientôt pouvoir déterminer leur masse, du moment que j'y passe quelques nuits. Pour l'instant, je sais que l'une d'entre elles était une étoile rouge géante. Et j'ai en tête les réponses à ces questions qui ont taraudé les esprits les plus brillants pendant des centaines d'années, et qui ont détruit les yeux de ces mêmes grands esprits à force de regarder dans les télescopes en direction de ces cas Vulpecula et nouvelles dans Le Petit Renard. Dans la phrase mentionnant mon intérêt plus poussé par la cohésion des étoiles que la connexion entre les personnes, et dans l'expression de mon opinion que les conséquences de la cohésion entre les étoiles sont plus importantes que tout ce que peuvent créer deux entités faites de protéines. Je ne voulais que transmettre mon admiration sans équivoque pour l'harmonie cosmique et la beauté mathématique de l'astrophysique, rien d'autre. Pardonne-moi, je rentre bientôt B. Okay. Oh, c'est beau.
One of their vehicles got stuck in the rubble.
Oh? So you've already reached the convoy?
It's only this vehicle so far. I'm looking for the rest.
Je peux plus descendre. Ça y est. No turning back. Je voulais prendre le chemin secondaire pour avoir une vue du dessus. Et voilà. I'm stuck. Ça vénère. J'entends un truc.
Oh no. Astrogator. They're dead.
So you found someone?
Mhm. Ah, moi je me doutais un peu qu'ils étaient morts quand même.
After seeing their base,
Ouais.
I had a feeling it might end like this. Still, I wonder, what were they looking for? Was it that killed them? Just what the hell?
Après ça, il a des photos normalement.
Found the antimat. It looks damaged, but its log may still be intact.
C'est où?
Copy that. Proceed.
Okay. I'm getting into the antimat's recorder. What do we have here? They were preparing for departure.
J'ai oublié de regarder la tête. Retour arrière.
Convoy's heading somewhere.
Merde.
I was there. It's the location with the giant cranes. Right before they lifted that strange artifact above ground level.
Comme dans la Moria. Ils ont creusé trop profond. C'est sûr.
They're getting close to where I am now. They're here. Sending a probe. Oh, they're funneling their way through with a beam of antimatter.
How subtle. Can you locate the breach?
Niveau sa activité, on avait mieux. Ah bah oui, il est derrière moi.
Looks like they found whatever they were looking for in that ominous tunnel.
Ça ne me rassure pas des masses qui soient derrière moi.
Don't jump to conclusions, Doctor. Not before you finish. We need to know what to expect there first.
Those containers ended up in one of the transporters. I wonder if it's still nearby.
C'est pour ça que je vais regarder dans les récipients depuis le début, mais il me laisse pas.
Shame. The transport's leaving. Something's going on. Next slide. People rushing out of the tunnel, running from whatever's in there.
But are we still considering whether you should go inside? I admit it's all very intriguing, but also too risky. What I'm trying to say is, I fear for your safety, Asna.
On les passe après, hein. Bon.
I'm grateful for that. The situation is far from safe, true. But I've got to do what I've got to do. Whether I'm scared or not.
Qu'est-ce qu'il pourrait y avoir de
One of the
terrible?
antimat has fired straight into the tunnel.
And? What happened next?
Là, je pense que ça a un rapport avec
There's
les
nothing else. Only
plantes là. Enfin, les plantes
darkness.
Can't you see what he was aiming for?
de métal.
The machine's objective has changed. There's a bunch of unidentified targets. It has trouble recognizing any of the 9,999 objects. The counter reached its limit, I guess.
Ah, ces espèces de
Major
spores.
fault in the circuitry. Combine that with tremendous firepower and it means big trouble.
Total panic. Everyone's trying to escape.
Ah, fait peur.
There's also a second antimat. It's shooting into the air.
Unbelievable. Both were faulty.
Ça y est, je commence à stresser.
The antimat's new objective is to eliminate, instead of protecting.
What happens next?
The second antimat, that's what destroyed it. People are frozen with fear. They don't know what to do. It's firing directly at the crew.
Ah, c'est parti en live.
Shooting them, one by one. It's horrifying what an antimatter beam does to the human body.
I'm sorry you have to see this, Yasna. Regis III doesn't spare you.
Damn this mission. I curse whoever sent us here to play some half-assed spy game. Someone hid behind a rock.
How do you know?
This antimat has thermal imagery. Hiding from it made no difference.
Ouais, effectivement.
One man has raised his hands in surrender.
Je pense pas.
If only a machine could take pity on it.
With a proper programming, it could recognize such gestures, but it could never feel compassion. No.
It killed him. The machine just killed him.
Ouais, c'est parti en live. Je pourrais me mettre à... Ah, ça aurait peut-être été mieux depuis le début.
Oh fuck.
Ah.
Yasna?
The last photo is from a few moments ago. I'm on it.
Bloody hell, so it's not dead after all. The machine that massacred the Alliance is still operational, and it could target you at any moment.
Ouais.
Let's hope not.
Perhaps it's best to hope. While moving away,
Exact.
if that's all,
What about that tunnel?
Right.
So,
Mais le problème c'est qu'il y a deux tunnels.
Proceed.
Celui-là j'en viens. Celui-là. Je peux pas. De toute façon pas le choix. Let's go. Y'a rien d'autre. Non. Ah. Non, c'était juste pour noter une position. Ce qui est con, c'est qu'on n'a pas de lampe torche. Ça va être problématique quand même.
I can hear a rhythmic, metallic sound coming from beyond the tunnel.
Take your time, young man.
I can't hear. I don't understand you, sir. The audio's breaking up. I'll get back to you once I reach the end.
Y'a pas de spatialisation du son, donc je croyais que ça venait de derrière moi en fait.
It's in Octan. Coming at me. Ah, carrying something. I got out. Well, inside a cave.
Yes, can you hear me? Over.
Copy that. I don't feel
Je suis sûr
too.
que ça a un rapport avec les plantes métalliques là.
My head feels like it's bursting from pressure.
C'est sûr et certain.
Breathe, Yasna. You need to rest.
Enfin, c'est pas des plantes, on dirait une espèce invasive comme de la mauvaise.
I'm better now.
All right. Can you tell me what's in there?
Seems like this robot started a task and then got stuck in a loop.
What task?
Carrying boxes. It took one but never left.
Why do you think it's stuck?
Well, it goes in circles, using the same path. This place is full of metal bushes.
Same as the ones before.
Well, the lower parts of the bushes are, how to put it, fruitless.
So the Alliance came to pick the fruits.
Tu peux pas faire un truc avec le robot en vitesse?
I'm pretty sure the box is filled with research material.
Si je lui pique sa boîte.
Those fruits.
Could you retrieve them somehow?
It won't be easy to snatch a crate from its steel grip. I'll come closer first.
C'est ce que je voulais faire. Parfait. Alors. Comment faire? Je crois que je lui bloque le chemin. Je vais lui sauter dessus. Après si j'attends qu'il fasse le tour, je suis mal barré. Non, je le sais, il faut que je lui donne une autre case vide. Non? Ah, il marche dessus, hein. Bon, faut certainement que je fouille encore, mais... On accroche pas. Comme ça, il tombe. Zut. Bon. Le problème c'est que je connais ce jeu, si j'avance je peux pas revenir en arrière. C'est le seul truc un peu relou quoi.
I think their crew took some soil samples. There's this chipped rock, revealing what lies beneath the surface.
Which is more metal?
Yes, a metal interior. Roots are exposed as well. They're not embedded in any rock, but in a tissue-like alloy.
J'étais sûr.
Bushes growing out of metal soil.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
C'est ça qui a bouffé la vie.
Bushes in this area, and there are plenty of them as I understand, appear to grow on the rock, but deep down their roots are embedded in metal. Perhaps you should take a closer look at them, Doctor.
Quelle bonne idée.
Can you please check them, Yasna?
Do you have anything specific in mind?
Doctor, if it's all metal,
Then I'll use a detector. Right. I'm checking. Give me a sec.
perfect.
Everything matches. There's metal all around. And the bushes have a direct connection with the whole system.
Ah oui, de toute façon, je peux pas descendre.
Sounds similar.
To the structures I saw following Gorski. Yes. Huh. Or perhaps it's... looks like two generations. One, old, dead, a relic. Second, these bushes grew in the remains of the former generation.
C'est possible.
Are you saying that this new generation is alive?
Bah, s'il n'y a pas de vie qui apparaît sur la planète alors qu'il y en avait avant, et que le métal se développe, c'est logique, hein.
We can't rule it out.
And you say that as a biologist? I haven't heard you mention cells, membranes, organs, or green bodies, which leads me to one conclusion. That thing is not alive, Doctor.
Well, we used to calling it all life proteinaceous.
Oui, voilà, c'est pour ça.
Especially ourselves. But that's on Earth. The universe doesn't give a damn about our classifications.
Yasna, are you abandoning your profession? What you have learned, discovered, researched so far?
I'm just opening up to the unknown.
Think outside the box. Il est trop inside. Lui.
Shit! I can't handle it anymore.
Je vais tomber dans les vapes. Ça y est. What the fuck? J'ai 3 mains. Hop 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 hop. Je me téléporte. Ouais. Je peux plus bouger.
The robot disappeared.
You must have broken its loop.
I didn't.
No, you must have done something. Never mind. We'll try to locate it. But first of all, get out of there now.
Ah, I found the robot. It hasn't gone far.
Il en fait un con.
Good. Please follow.
Hop 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 hop.
Fuck, it's getting up.
What? The robot?
No, the antimat.
You need to act fast. Move, Yasna. But... Yasna? Are you alive?
Destroyed the robot.
What are you doing now?
Fuck! Game over!
Take care of our people, Novik. Do you
Oh
hear?
non, j'espère que le map va se terminer comme ça.
Find the medics.
Yasna, what do you...
J'aurais dû faire demi-tour. J'aurais dû faire demi-tour.
Tried.
No. Don't die on me now. I'm begging you. Don't give up. You can't. You can't
J'espère que je peux recharger.
fail you. Sorry. Fucking sorry.
Oh, il m'aime bien.
Not my fault. decision. I decided to accept this.
How did I survive? Wait, you said you had a choice.
Yes, you're alive.
If you could reject it, why didn't you?
After a series of successful missions, are you safe now?
Safe enough.
And the antimat?
He decided not to shoot me after all.
Je suis déjà morte, en fait.
Please continue, sir. I'm all ears.
Je suis sûr que le métal m'a infecté, je sais pas quoi là.
Outstanding results.
That's how it ought to end. Well.
Yes, I fully agree, but then it seemed this could have been the crowning achievement of the entire expedition. Just imagine.
You could have at least asked us.
I did wrong. I know that now. I will never forgive myself for it. Neither do I expect you to.
After hell
c'est
with
bon.
it, I can't really blame you. After all, you're the commander. It's your job to make decisions like that. And live with the consequences.
Right. It means a lot to hear that from you, Yasna. Thank you. So,
Pourquoi il m'a pas
what do we
tué?
do now? Will you finally let me send Hopper for you?
I can't just fly away. Now more than ever. I won't rest until I find out what happened to our people. And what we can do to aid them.
Après, ah, il m'a ouvert un passage. Parfait.
For now, you can forget about the research material. The only thing left of the Arctan is its feet.
Considering all the factors, I would assume everyone in the convoy is dead. If there's anything more to learn, it's from the recording devices. The first antimat told us a lot. The second one is destroyed. You spoke about the probe. Should be a valuable source of information. And the rovers. Are they on the convoy list?
Y'a plus rien là-bas, y'a plus rien. En rouge, ah non, en rouge c'est mon rover moi. Ouais, donc je suis sûr que la deuxième source de vie qui est poussée sur la première source de vie qui est le métal m'a infiltré en quelque sorte et du coup je suis considéré comme mort. Parce que s'il y avait de la vie biologique ici avant, et maintenant qu'il n'y a plus que de la vie mi-métallique mi-biologique, c'est que c'est ça qui empêche de pousser la vie biologique de revenir, quoi. Ah, biologique.
Why even bother with security measures when they just leave keys in locks anyway? So, let's hear it.
Hello, base. This is Anka. Hello, Anka. Tesla here. I can hear you. Reporting. 25th day of the mission, 7:15 a.m. We arrived.
I saw it on the
We
slides.
encountered a terrain obstacle, but it has been removed.
You can skip ahead if you would.
We've established permanent access to the extraction site, separated the material for research. Now we're securing the first transport. Dr. Boza and Osterhaus have already begun their preliminary research here on site.
Gotcha. I'm passing it on. Let us know if there are any updates.
Of course. Over and out.
There's more.
Base, come in. Dr. Boza wants to talk with you.
Tesla here. Over.
We have a sort of discovery.
Oh, I'm listening.
25th day.
Base, this is Boza.
Doctor.
These tiny crystals contain highly advanced technology. Individually, they are slender and helpless. However, when in a group, they seem to stimulate and support each other, revealing new properties. At first, they started to emit an electromagnetic field.
Okay, and then?
A handful of small crystals gathered together. When in a larger group, they activated and... this is our biggest revelation so far. They started floating in the air.
Did I hear that right?
The larger the group, the easier, more freely.
Yes. Apparently it's flying.
Like a swarm of mechanical flies.
Slow down, Doctor. You say crystals or Rather flies.
C'est
Which
ça
one
qui
is it?
sort des espèces de bestioles.
Call it whatever you want. These creatures have a precise threefold symmetry, resembling the letter Y, with three-pointed arms connecting in a central bulge. Black as coal in direct light, shimmering with shades of blue and olive in reflected light. As my colleague Osterhaus mentioned, they somewhat resemble the abdomens of certain terrestrial insects. Is Markovnik there?
Navigator's unavailable right now.
Well, please let him know we'll submit our reports as soon as he's available. Oh, and have him send us another transporter, will you?
Autonomous robots the size of flies.
It's not finished. Let's keep listening.
Hello, convoy. Anka, come in. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. We're finishing loading. Preparing to depart.
Don't!
Gets tense.
Leave the material behind and return to the base.
But why? What happened?
Scouts came back from this whole city.
Tesla? What's going on? Hello? Tesla, come in. Navigator speaking. Don't take anything. Just get out of there. Immediately. That's an order.
Last saved recording.
On est infecté.
Amazing. Microbots grouping and flying together, similar to flies, capable of affecting other machines, even to the point that those affected become dangerous to humans.
The microbots, they must be dangerous as well. I don't know how, but not all people were killed by larger robots.
I think I figured it out, partially at least. The Alliance scientists were very clear that all of this had to do with an electromagnetic field, the field emitted by these flies. When people displayed disturbing symptoms, field measurements showed above average values. At first I thought it was a sensoric malfunction, after all the machines were broken. It turns out that field damaged them. So all the malfunctions occurred afterward.
Why didn't I think of it sooner?
C'est pour ça qu'ils avaient perdu la boule.
Prolonged exposure to strong electromagnetic fields can be harmful to the human brain.
Et pourquoi moi non?
Usually it concerns long-term effects, months and years of unfavorable conditions.
Please elaborate, Doctor. What sort of effects?
Various brain dysfunctions. It may even lead to the arrest of vital organs.
So that's how... Barrett.
Je peux plus remonter.
Most probably. Another known effect of the EM field is memory loss. The human organism continues to function normally, but the human being, such is helpless, vulnerable. Like a baby, they don't understand the world around them.
Can such a person learn the world anew?
I can't be sure. There's no precedence. Even if there is room for development, learning everything all over, they won't remember anything. Even language, their past, our voyages together. Let's face it, this new life of theirs will be far from normal. They'll be aged children, walking curiosities, oddities, lab rats. All that made them gone to hell.
Perhaps researching those flies will help us to better aid our people. We're theorizing for now. Be worth examining. Confirm at least.
Got it, Astrogator. I'll search for those containers of flies.
Ah putain, je peux plus monter, c'est pas possible. Chut, j'ai un truc avec la radio. Ouais, je vais voir un truc. 1h38. Je vais voir si je suis encore dans le véhicule.
It may even lead to the arrest of vital organs.
So that's how... Barrett.
Most probably. Another known effect of the EM field is memory loss. The human organism continues to function normally, but the human being, such is helpless, vulnerable. Like a baby, they don't understand the world around them.
Can such a person learn the world anew?
I can't be sure. There's no precedence. Even if there is room for development, learning everything all over, they won't remember anything. Even language, their past, our voyages together. Let's face it, this new life of theirs will be far from normal. They'll be aged children, walking curiosities, oddities, lab rats. All that made them gone to hell.
Perhaps researching those flies will help us to better aid our people. We're theorizing for now. Be worth examining. Confirm at least.
Got it, Astrogator. I'll search for those containers of flies. I've located one of the transporters, sir. Please don't celebrate yet, though.
Ah oui, c'est ça, hein.
Something strange.
J'étais sûr.
Get to the point, please. What's wrong with it?
C'est ça qui a bouffé la vie.
There are holes everywhere.
Like from bullets?
No, it looks like it's been corroded by strong acid.
Ah ouais. Et si ça bouffe la vie biologique? Moi aussi ça va me bouffer. Techniquement. Pas sûr que ce soit une bonne idée hein, de ramener ça
The
mort
door
sur
to the
terre.
cargo bay has budged a little, but it won't open fully. It's too awkward to squeeze in.
Tant mieux.
The whole vehicle is just stuffed with bushes.
But can you see past them?
Not quite yet.
Ça fait 5 fois qu'on essaye d'allumer cette lampe torche et c'est seulement maintenant qu'elle marche.
I can see broken containers. No sign of the flies.
Just plenty of bushes.
You have some theories, sir?
Ah c'est leur moyen de reproduction.
Everything that comes to my mind seems absurd.
Well, look, I think it might work like this. The bushes and flies have a symbiotic relationship.
Voilà.
I even consider that the flies are part of the bushes. Just like the fruits. If the flies can fly, they behave more like insects. And the bushes like plants.
I see we're getting back to biological analogies. According to your profession, do I correctly conclude that you are confident that this can be a life form?
Ah oui.
Given the age of the oldest forms and the evidence of continued activity, differentiation, a particular drive towards miniaturization, improvement, and lethal effectiveness, I dare say that we are dealing with an evolution here. Far longer than that of human. Also very different. And dead.
Necroevolution. Mortuus evolutionis. I still don't understand where this change is coming from.
What if I said that the flies and bushes are the same thing, but in different forms? When they need to move, they develop moving parts, the flies. When they need to multiply, expand their volume, they settle on the metal substrate, form bushes, absorb raw material, and they are again ready to transform and relocate to a new source, and so on and so forth.
And I can tell you it's the most sophisticated form of being I've ever heard of, with all the skepticism that comes with it.
J'avoue que ouais. Ouais. Ah je peux pas descendre. De quoi? Il y a quoi là? Ah. Il y a toujours des petits trucs planqués dans ce jeu et donc c'est pour ça que j'ai peur de passer à côté de quelque chose. Je prends le temps de bien fouiller. Après, c'est sûr, il dure 6h, 8h je crois, donc ça va. C'est pas comme si...
The second transporter is under a force field.
Le champ de force.
It's hovering above the ground.
So it is operational.
C'est stylé comme
Probably also in
effet.
better shape than the other one.
It certainly looks better.
The cargo may be intact then.
Ça a fait fondre le rocher carrément.
The force field melted adjacent rocks.
They had to run the generator on full power. They were defending themselves after all.
From the swarm of flies, I presume.
We don't know how large it was. They didn't capitulate. That's a good sign.
Well, I don't know that. So far, I can only confirm that the field has not dissipated. Yet. I know how to get inside. Under this field.
Will you dig a tunnel?
I won't have to. There's already an entrance. I just need to get to it. There are powerful emitters in the center, similar to those on Energobots.
Emitters only? Do they look like they're buried in the ground?
Yeah.
Then you're looking at the top of the Energobot. Well, look carefully. Energobots can bury themselves in such a way that only the emitters protrude from the surface.
Ah, got it.
Et quoi? Ah, et moi aussi, mais du coup, faut que j'observe là ou... Non, faut que j'y aille. Ok. C'est stylé l'effet de champ de force comme ça qui fait fondre la... Je crois que c'était la montagne qui était tombée. On va passer par le dessus. Oh. Let's go. Et... En tout cas, le scénario du jeu, très original. Enfin, du jeu. Vu que c'est tiré d'un bouquin des années 60 et quelques, c'est pour ça que c'est de la SF assez inventive par rapport à la vie extraterrestre. Je dis ça, c'est parce que ça fait longtemps que j'ai pas vu d'œuvre originale comme ça. Fait du bien.
Astrogator, I found their probe. Looks like it hid from the flies, or just ended up here by pure luck.
Luck indeed. This registry could be valuable, especially if it managed to photograph everything from a greater distance.
Cheese.
Come here, little probie.
Hmm.
Oh, that didn't work.
Je peux avoir une
It
nouvelle
flew
sonde.
away.
Is it scared of you too?
I'd rather say that my lack of authorization is more of a problem than me being scary.
Ah non.
I won't be able to bring the probe down unless I find a working controller.
J'ai pas récupéré le module de mon autre sonde qui m'a sauvé la vie là. Mon pet. Pet. J'aime bien qu'il veut des câlins. Mon titi. Ah ouais. Excusez-moi. Ça on se papouille. Oh, oui.
I got inside the field. Do you copy, sir?
Of course. The force field doesn't block radio waves. I suggest the following. If this transporter is actually running, it doesn't make any sense to take out the containers and carry them with you. You're going to take the whole transport. You'll have the flies in large numbers, and a powerful means of transport that can fly over terrain inaccessible to the rover. But before you leave, you need to take down the force field. So first, the Energobot, turning off the force field, then transporter, departure. All clear?
How about I act according to my judgment, and you patiently await my request for help, sir?
You can do that too.
La réponse.
You're right, Tesla. You're there. You make the decisions.
Thank you, sir.
Là. Après, je sens que si je désactive le bouclier tout de suite. Ah ouais.
Yeah, it's here.
Ah, je peux pas accéder à ça. Je sens que je peux y accéder, mais. Là, voilà, comme ça. Ok. Faut que je désactive la sonde alors. Je sens que si je désactive le champ de force, ça va partir en live tout de suite. Donc... je vais explorer un petit peu avant. Non, bah non, en fait, y'a rien. Oui, 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 j'y vais. Ouais, y'a pas grand chose. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
Just as I thought. The equipment's still active, but everyone here's dead. Send shivers down your spine.
C'est marqué quoi? Gourmand.
It's more than that. I'm starting to understand the suffering they felt in their final moments. They were left to fend for themselves, yet unable to do so. This one man,
Ah!
he even ate parts of his suit, trying to survive. The field is no longer a problem. Disabled.
What's left to get the flight out of there?
C'est de sortir les bouches PC, il est à la con, hein. Et qu'est-ce que je vais faire là-dedans, moi? Attendez, pourquoi je peux aller là-dedans? C'est quoi ce bruit là? Un truc que je pige pas. Mhm. Il est où le robot de... Il est plus là. J'étais sûr. Mais où est mon titi?
I'm climbing onto the hovering transporter.
Before you leave though, please check that the cargo is intact.
Attends. Moi je peux pas redescendre, c'est terrible. Ça veut dire que je dois me sauver avec le cargo de transport là?
All good. I hope. Will this really help our people, Astrogator?
It will, I'm sure. So, what? Off we go? Yasna, what are you wondering about?
Ah ouais, non mais c'est un choix à la con ça encore. C'est combienième choix à la con qui me font comme ça? Genre le 14e, 15e choix. C'est pour ça qu'il y a autant de fins différentes, je pense, de ce que j'avais lu. En vrai, je laisserai les mouches. Mais après, c'est ce qui a mis en l'air nos amis. Donc techniquement, il faudrait qu'on les prête pour les étudier. Et ça tiendrait qu'à moi. Je les laisserai. C'est terrible comme décision. C'est pire que les 3/4 des décisions des Telltale. Petite honte au passage. En vrai, j'ai envie de les prendre pour voir ce que ça donne. Au pire, on fout le sbul sur la terre et puis voilà.
Yeah, sure. I got lost for a moment there because of the flies.
You'll have a lot of time to think about it. Now we have to check if you'll be able to leave with this transport.
Of course, I'm on it. Although first, I like to see them up close.
Very well. Just hurry up.
J'aurais regretté si je les avais pas prises. Mhm. Mhm.
I must admit, they look amazing.
Jusqu'à ce que ça perce la vitre et que ça me saute à la gueule. Mais après ça sert à
What
rien.
have you done?
I'm watching them, nothing more. Don't worry, sir.
What? Some goddamn black holes up in the stratosphere.
Mais c'est pas de ma faute ça.
Just look outside, Doctor. See for yourself.
What the fuck? C'est moi qui ai fait à cause du bon que j'ai fait? Non. Sérieux? C'est la merde là. Et voilà, je suis mort. Il est mignon lui. La porte. Merde. Ah, ça me TP tout seul. Je vois pas où je conduis. Non, ça conduit tout seul, je crois. J'aurais peut-être pas dû regarder sur les mouches. Terrible. Ça aurait été moins drôle. Enfin, les mouches. J'aurais appelé ça des shurikens volants. Pas des mouches.
Hello, Dragonfly. I fell, but everything's all right. In fact, oh shit! They're alive. These bushes. Something's flying out of them. It's those creatures. They're the ones doing it.
Pourquoi depuis le début elle m'attaque pas? Et pourquoi là elle m'attaque?
Fuck! The same thing over and over again. No wonder we finally ran out of luck. Too much of this damn curiosity. Who needs to know what might kill us? We're getting killed anyway by people.
I don't know if I should interrupt your speech, sir. It is quite interesting to listen to.
Yes, sir. This is too much.
Attends, je recommence du début là?
I'll see how many times already.
Putain, je recommence du début, je crois. Ah non. Non, non. J'ai cru que c'était une loupe, mais non.
I'm not counting anymore, and neither should you, sir. At least we learnt the truth about this planet and the inorganic beings that inhabit it.
What good does that do us, though?
We know the cause of the stupor. Maybe we can find a way to cure our people. If anyone from the Alliance survived, and they already started their research into a cure.
I wouldn't count on it. It's more likely they're all dead.
Not necessarily. It's a large base, and I only found a few bodies. The rest of them must be somewhere.
Or you'll find more corpses, Yasna.
Je sais pas combien de pourcents du jeu je suis là.
Hey! Something changed. The balloon over the base disappeared.
You mean it flew away, or did it fall to the ground?
Oh, I hope it's the latter. If it caught the west wind, it would have fallen in this area. We're lucky. It's hanging from a cliff, close to the ground.
Can you get to it? Unhook it?
Maybe that won't be necessary. Oh, shit. Somebody's here.
Je vois personne.
If
Ah,
all
si.
these dots on the tracker,
No. I can see them with my own eyes. 2 of them, even.
2 people alive.
Huh? Where did they go?
Have you lost them?
Well, I can't see them now. They were here just a second ago.
Are you sure? What did they look like?
One was wearing an Alliance suit, a green one. The other one, I don't know. He looked different.
I see. And now they are nowhere to be found.
Damn right.
Doctor,
I know what I saw. 2 people alive. Some of them survived.
Je sais pourquoi il dit ça.
Yes. I'm glad we understand each other, sir.
I suggest focusing on what's certain. That balloon is still there, is it not?
Ouais.
If it had operational cameras, we might get some answers.
You don't have to convince me, Astrogator. I'm going.
The rover is nearby if needed.
Good to know. Thank you.
Je sais pourquoi il dit ça, c'est parce que tout à l'heure, je lui ai dit que j'avais des alus. Enfin, des alus, quand j'étais dans la grotte. Du coup, là, il doute de ma... de si je suis encore en état de... voir des choses réelles.
Quite all right.
Hey.
I had you worrying again, didn't I?
Comment j'ai atterri là?
Please don't mind me. I won't turn grey a second time in my life.
Descends comment d'ailleurs? Par là. Ah, d'accord. Mhm.
You know what, sir? It was these flies from the very beginning.
What do you mean?
My accident, for example.
Ah oui, c'est pour ça.
It's true. I hurt myself badly back then. Damaged the radio. But that's not why I lost my memory. Soon after, flies flew from the bushes.
Right. There were bushes there too.
They subjected me to an electromagnetic field. Moreover, I believe the same thing happened to our people in the camp. To the antimat in those tunnels.
And to the whole convoy.
Yes.
Bon, ça me dit pas par où je dois passer. Oui, d'accord, mais... Là, pour la première fois du jeu, le chemin est pas clair, pour le coup. Peut-être par là... Là, je suis aveugle ou quoi? Ah non, là. M'étonnerait qu'ils doivent rebrousser chemin. C'est juste moi qui ai pas vu. Ah, là-bas. Aveugleman. Ah, mais c'est par là que j'étais monté là tout à l'heure. Ah, j'étais monté là. Je m'étais arrêté là. C'est à ça que servait le chemin là. Je me disais bien. Qu'il avait une utilité. Hop hop hop. C'est mon rover ça. Enfin, leur rover, mais... Je l'aurais piqué. Il peut bouger tout seul, il y a quelqu'un dedans. Il y a quelqu'un dedans. Mhm. Je me rappelle plus où est-ce qu'il faut que j'aille. Hi. Yes. Really. A lot. That's a really nice adventure. Faut que j'aille là-haut. Bon, je vais y aller. Ah, c'était là-bas. Du coup... Thanks for the follow. Thank you. That's a... Oh! Hmm. That's a standard placement for the camera for simulate I'm watching the game.
I found a flying saucer.
Ça par contre...
Landed near the excavation site.
Don't risk trying to fly, Jasper. Nothing guarantees it works.
Si je peux avoir une caméra, une...
Contrary to what you believe, sir, I don't have a death wish.
Oh, une soucoupe des années 70. Terrible. Il y a même les couleurs et tout. Bah, je peux pas la prendre. J'ai pas le droit. Tempé. Ah, le design est parfait. Du coup, continue. Ah, là. Je sais pas si je suis proche de la fin. Bonne question. J'avais lu que c'était 6-8 heures, mais vu que j'ai été lent et que j'ai regardé, j'ai tout examiné en détail.
What's so funny?
Oh, nothing, sir. It's just, in my mind it sounded like the title of some Renaissance painting.
The fallen balloon of Regis.
Yes, exactly. I found the recorder.
The fallen recorder of Regis.
Please stop.
Oups. Ok, photo.
From the top. Let's see. The 25th day of the mission. Morning.
4 heures du mat.
The balloon goes up. You can see the immediate surroundings of the
Ah,
base.
c'est la base du début.
They're operating at full capacity.
Pas du début.
The base is active.
Ah, il y a du monde quand même.
I didn't see that from below. They parked several vehicles on top of a nearby hill.
Yup.
The balloon is moving away from the base,
Which direction?
approximately south. It found some water reservoirs,
Ouais.
many of them. Rocks, water, sand.
Anything noteworthy?
No, not really. No people, units, nor significant changes in the surroundings. The balloon's completing its loop. It seems quieter at the base. But there's still a few people. 2 vehicles that weren't there before.
C'est peut-être moi. Non.
They're grouping up. A dozen people gathered in the square, next to the vehicles.
Non, ça c'est avant que j'arrive sur la base là. Je crois.
They've left. There are no vehicles. There's no one. They must have set off towards their old base.
Or to the ship?
Je pense qu'ils avaient envie de se tirer.
But why didn't they wait for the convoy to return?
Maybe they didn't know the others were in trouble.
Doubtful. It was after the Cloud's attack.
Well then, apparently that's how the Alliance treats its people. Lousily, without dignity.
Retourne au début.
The subsequent shots are similar to each other. They show an empty base.
C'est à partir de là que je suis arrivé dans la base là.
There are actually quite a few of these.
Il y a quelques quoi.
Oh. Captured the moment I entered
Ouais.
the base.
Voilà.
And it's empty again. At 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I was on my way to the convoy by then.
So we won't find out anything else.
Nope.
Wait. You're wrong. Someone was in the base. A man.
C'est un
So you
survivant.
after all.
I knew it. I told you.
That you did. Please forgive my doubt. But where is this man now? And can we expect any more?
En même temps, tout à l'heure, je lui ai dit que je voyais des gens, donc c'est normal que.
I think he's near the base. Judging by the last slide, the Alliance must have a hideout there.
And we need to go back, I guess.
Let's go.
You know, Doctor, decades of space travel have instilled a certain conviction in me. I think people can be more dangerous and deceitful than anything else we may encounter on our journey.
I know that. Sometimes I think the presence of humans is the worst thing that happened in space. Or to space, even.
And why do you insist on seeking them out?
Because I also believe in human goodness. The selfless desire to help others. I can't believe otherwise. All my efforts would be meaningless.
I don't know whether to envy you or to worry even more.
J'ai pas été là. Ah merde, j'ai l'impression de passer à côté de plein de trucs. C'est pour ça que je fouille partout. Là, j'y suis pas du tout allé.
I've driven into a side location. They were very active here too.
Plus on trouve de trucs, plus on comprend le jeu, donc enfin le scénario en tout cas. Donc ça.
obtaining research material from the walls surrounding the valley. Cutting out blocks of rock.
Were they performing geological research?
Ouais, certainement.
Not necessarily. In these blocks, there are inorganic objects. Solid, metal, sharp-edged lumps.
Quoi de ce truc? C'est comme les trucs volants que j'ai trouvé mais en plus gros. Je peux pas rentrer? Non. Zut. Bon, il y avait que ça à trouver ici, on dirait. Ouais. Un peu présomptueux. J'ai pas mon pouvoir monter là-haut. Il a du mal à tourner ce rover. Let's go. Donc, j'aurais été où? Ah, bon ça c'est le jeu qui me dit... Ah non on peut. Non on peut pas. Si on peut. Non. Puis les rétros, ça aurait été bien quand même. Il y a un petit truc quand même de la poussière quoi. Parce que bon. Ça peut servir. Après c'est un peu chiant à coder j'avoue. Mais bon. Donc. Gauche.
Oh,
Non,
the
c'est
probe again.
une sonde à moi ça.
Is it flying near the base, within range of the control center?
Affirmative.
And?
Do you expect me to rummage through the enemy's equipment? Again?
Well, in my opinion, the more we learn while delaying our encounter with the Alliance, the better.
Bon, on est plus après hein.
So, what will it be, Doctor?
Agreed. I'm curious to see what it's recorded. Especially since it witnessed what happened to the convoy.
J'ai déjà passé une demi-heure à fouiller leur base. Donc, 10 minutes de plus, 10 minutes de moins. En plus, c'est là qu'on a tout appris sur l'arrivée de la vie mécanique et de la vie biologique. J'aurais pas dû passer par là. Tampé. Tiens, je l'ai pas fouillé lui. Voilà. Donc, on va faire un petit tour. Ça passe. Parfait. Ça va pouvoir partir direct. Donc. J'ai pas été voir l'antenne. Est-ce qu'on peut... Parce que du coup, elle était où l'entrée pour les photos, pour les trucs là? C'est là.
could have spent countless days in this base and still not discovered their hideout. And it's right above my head. All I needed to do was look up.
So this means there's a view of the entire base from up there.
I'll confirm when I get there. But yeah, I think so. I know
Ouais,
it's on
ça
your
se
mind,
trouve.
sir. I could have been under surveillance ever since I arrived here.
Don't turn off your tracker. Maybe it'll give you a slight advantage before meeting them.
Donc, c'était par où? Ça y est, je vais me reperdre en 2-2. Non. Là. Bah. Non. Là. Donc c'est pas ça. Non plus. Je crois que celle que j'ai fait atterrir tout à l'heure, c'est la 3. Ou la 2. Non, c'est la 3 que j'ai fait atterrir, ouais. Eh, je me demande si je peux aller les voir avec la sonde, tiens. J'aurais peut-être pu explorer avec la sonde.
Let's meet
Tiens,
this
tiens,
probe.
tiens.
I'll bring it to the ground.
Eh ouais, ça se trouve j'aurais pu vachement explorer avec ce truc et je l'ai pas fait.
I
Ah,
have to
non.
climb without safety equipment. Theirs is nowhere to be seen.
No alternative route?
Je crois que j'ai une distance
This way
max.
seems to be the only one.
Ouais, il y a une distance max. Elle est où celle que j'ai fait atterrir tout à l'heure? Ah, elle est là. Juste aller revoir un truc. Ça c'est bon. C'était par où? Ça. C'était ça qui était super important. Ouais, du coup, il y avait bien de la vie organique. Il y avait genre 7 millions d'années de... 1 milliard d'années à 7 millions d'années, il y avait beaucoup de vie organique. Puis après, il y a la vie mécanique qui a commencé à tout bouffer. C'est pour ça qu'il n'y a plus de vie organique. Mhm. Non, c'est celui-là ou... Ouais. Ah, il y en a deux. Oui. Je crois... C'est possible que j'ai fait bugger... Je l'ai posé... Ouais, je l'ai posé exactement au même endroit. Une de tout à l'heure. Merde. Attends. On y retourne. Et faire atterrir ailleurs. Ah non, ça se trouve c'est parce que j'ai pas été à l'endroit qu'il voulait. Ouais, c'est possible.
Ha!
Voilà.
Got it down.
Les zones étaient bien définies pour les deux. Mondes. Ok. Ouais.
I'm looking at the slides.
Alors, on se met déjà à la lumière. Donc. Ouais, c'est ça les saloperies. Tiens, c'est marrant. Je veux dire, ça ressemble au facehugger, mais pas du tout en fait, ça ressemble juste à un buisson.
Wow. The cloud in all its glory. Both fascinating and terrifying at the same time. People don't stand a chance. The cloud caught up to them and killed... No, not that. It didn't kill anyone, but neutralized them all. Which is even worse than death.
J'avoue, pourquoi moi, je suis pas mort d'ailleurs, techniquement. C'est
Their
louche.
probe managed to evacuate. Waited still until I approached it. We know what happened after.
C'est là que j'ai... Oui. Que le jeu commence. Non, pas du tout. C'est la deuxième fois que... Oui, deuxième fois que je perds de la mémoire. Ok. Bon, on va aller voir la base là-haut. Je suis obligé de faire un créneau à chaque fois que je dois tourner. C'est terrible. Après, c'est un rover. Bien sûr que ça tourne pas. Mais quand même. Alors. En plus, il y a le chemin depuis le début, hein. Je me demande pourquoi je suis pas allé plus tôt. J'ai pas été exploré par là, si. Si. Let's go. Enfin le grappin il va servir. Le grappin que j'ai trouvé en début de jeu. C'est pour ce moment. J'ai des mini freeze des fois. Pourtant le jeu pompe pas beaucoup mais... C'est l'enregistrement.
Yes, sir.
I'm all right. I'm almost there.
Perhaps it's the last moment to go back.
And do what? As far as I remember, we ran out of options here.
Ouais.
It's just, if I were you,
With all due respect, Astrogator, it is me being stuck on this surface. So if you let me, I'll take my chances. And I will find the man.
Elle s'arrête pour faire une petite pause.
Have you made the climb worth it already?
so you're on top.
Yes.
Activity within radius?
I heard no beeps. And I see no dots. Shit! How?
What?
I found him.
Very well. Now keep your distance and be careful.
It's too late.
What? I can't hear you.
It's too late to keep...
Yes, now what is it? Why is it too late? Jasna, speak to me.
He's looking for others. He's...
You. What have you done?
Bah rien. C'est eux qui sont morts tout seuls, hein.
Shit! He found you too.
Why?
And he's blaming us.
What did it gain you?
That's not good.
It's this planet. I'm trapped here too.
Get up.
So much for talking.
Jasna, don't provoke him.
If you would just listen to me for one moment.
I said get up.
You don't need to be afraid. I come in peace.
Save it. I guarantee you'll have time to talk later.
What?
Just keep your mouth shut. For your own good.
Okay, stay calm. He's going to lead you to his superiors, which is good in theory.
D'ailleurs, c'est salaud, mais je vais faire une petite pause ici. Comme ça, j'arrête l'enregistrement et je relance un. Et voilà, à tout de suite. Je reviens dans 5 minutes.